One of the nurses passed by. She see me up. She not sleeping. I said, I'm praying and doing my worship, my meditation. She said, oh, that's good. The goal was to come in and take off the room thing so I don't call her. I'm going to show you right now. Guys, I'm so sorry if I'm trying to show y'all and I'm not catching these things. Hold on. She just took off the light. Being slick. I never even called her. But she don't know that I got a husband that he don't care what time it is. Because he told them again, he warned them. He said, this is the same problem I had before. They don't want to do their jobs. I'm telling you, COVID, it's a motherfucker. But that's not why people are dying in this hospital. People are dying in this hospital because people in this hospital don't care for the patients' lives. All since I came in, all I've been hearing is like I'm not a priority. There's people worse predicament than you. How you could tell somebody this? So you're playing God? You're saying who can live and who can't live? So it's only about how severe your situation is? Because to me, my situation is severe. I'm on oxygen. I'm not supported without oxygen. When I came in here, my heart was racing so fast that I'm on a unit for a cardiac unit. I can get a heart attack. How severe I need to be. I'm 37 years old with no history of a heart attack. I was supposed to go to a med surg, but I'm dragging around a heavy machine that has the wheels don't spin, so. And how severe it gotta be? It gotta be that kind of severe? Man, you can't make this shit up. You cannot. My sister, she literally did meditations with me. During the time of when I had COVID, as spiritual as I was, and I am, I couldn't even think about any prayers to say. My brain totally was like shut off. Even when she was doing the meditation the first 2 days, even today, I couldn't focus on what she was saying as far as bringing down the white light. And it's so hard to stay focused. I don't know if anyone is going through the same predicament with me, but I'm asking for prayers, and I'm also asking for you not to give up. I don't care what they're putting you through, but you fight. You fight like nobody business, and you get your family on the phone, and you have them advocate for you, and you make sure and tell them, if you don't advocate for me, this may be it, because these people don't care. I don't care if they wear 100 masks on their face. They need to get up here and advocate for your ass. Because if you ain't coming for your family during this time and you in this hospital, you're going to lose your loved one and you're gonna lose your loved one very stupid. Because when I first came in, all I heard was, oh, when COVID first happened, people were dying. This is one of the nurses telling me and my husband that people were just dying all the time. They didn't even hide it, but it was like no remorse. She starts jumping and acting excited, and she was like, and the people was giving up. And I'm looking at her like, you want to tell us this lying? Because I just came in here and I literally on that time felt like I couldn't breathe. Even when they got me from the ambulance, I was gasping for air. Because when I got off the truck, I didn't have any oxygen. I went to the bathroom with no oxygen. And I started wheezing. And like one of the transporters, they came up to me and was like confused. And the nurses was in there. And there was like a CNA, I guess. I'm not too sure what, because when I was hiring the nurses, I didn't hire every staff member. I only had like the nurses. She was like, oh, I moved your husband already, so I'm gonna just keep you out here. I said, I'm wheezing. I'm like, what do I have? So she came and she put me in the room with my husband. And I'm just like in my head, like, when I get the oxygen now, the whole conversation, every minute she coming in there, one of these old desperate women who need nice to the men. A lot of women is like that. You dying and they want to be nice to the man. But you sitting up there, they don't even care to make sure you live. They don't want to flirt with your husband while you dying. She's like, the whole conversation is a conversation based on death. And I'm sitting here like, that's because and then my heart won't stop racing. So I was like, in my head, I'm like, this is it. But I don't want to tell my husband, I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to break him. And he's a Leo, so Leos, they're strong. They're fixed signs. They're not. They ain't one. To me, my experience with a Leo, they're naive as shit. They were telling them that, she dying. They like, she ain't dying. So he wasn't buying that. He didn't care what this lady had to say. But guys, I'll keep you on my journey. And I'll continue to post my life. But my sister, she gave me back my strength. And I believe that I'm going to walk out of here. I'm going to come out of here alive. Okay? Have a good night. Sorry guys, but this video is starting a bit slow. I'm waiting for some assistance, so I'm gonna see if I'm being singled out, because that's
what's going on. And I was trying to call a friend for help.
Hello? Oh.
I was trying to make sure she'll leave. You see this shit? Like you when I said, I don't know what to say anything. You see this YouTube? When I was screaming out hello, nobody said anything. I said to myself, what I'm gonna start doing is just keep recording and showing my proof of things. But it's so hard to keep doing that because it's like it throws me off sometimes of the comments that's being said. Like just now, even with the the nurse shift changed at 8 o'clock, so I didn't know who the nurse was. She came in here and she saw my name and she was like, "Oh, that's her name," and she left. Um, but the tray pan with the pee was so flooded, it literally was gushing over on the chair. And if I peed on the other one, then I would be in a situation where I don't know how I'm gonna pee again. So at this time, I'm like, you know what?
Gotta check your thing this week.
Yeah. I just called. I'm soaking wet. I don't know if you guys could see, but this area right here is soaking wet. I'm sitting. I'm not even. I'm supposed to be in the opposite direction. I'm sitting at the end of the bed. Because I'm freezing to that. My gown is wet. The thing that I'm sitting on is wet. There's pee in my pan. Freeze, and here has no heat. Um, just so cold. I'm waiting for somebody to come in and help. At this point, The only person that's coming in and helping is a nurse, and she said it's somebody who's an acute on this floor, and that person is high priority as usual. So I guess I'm, not high priority, so nobody's coming. So I just called my husband to tell him to call up front because I've been pressing this button, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm pressing this button and nobody. This is the call button, and nobody's responding when I press it. And press it, and the guy had responded like over 45 minutes to an hour ago, and I haven't heard anything back since. Super cold right now, freezing my ass off in here. I don't want to get pneumonia, because I was told that I heard that I could leave tomorrow. I don't want to have any issues, because tomorrow, what depends on me going home is, they said they have to get me the tank. So if I don't get that tank, I won't be able to go home. But I don't want to be in a situation where I end up having pneumonia now because I'm so cold, and now they like, tank, you ain't going nowhere. So I refuse to sit in a wet spot. I refuse to put myself in a predicament where I can't leave and go home. I'd rather survive COVID in my house. Just give me the damn tank. I will do what I have to do. I'll make it there. I'd rather be around my family where I know I have people care for me and love me and want me to live. My underwear is wet. My gown is wet. And the reason why these things are wet is because it's so much pee that I gotta keep constantly peeing. And because I don't have any help with, how to use the stuff, it keeps falling on top of the bed because it's not being moved fast enough. But when my husband is here, he does all these things for the nurses. He might as well get paid for working in here because he does all this. He cleaned me up. He's not here. They literally called the security on him. He be trying to hide. But my whole thing is, if you're gonna want him to leave, then at least have staff that's willing to do the job. Because he don't care to stay here the whole night just to make sure I'm good. I also gotta charge my phone too. That's another thing. So I gotta stop at one point and stand up and try to charge my phone. But I am so cold right now, man. I got all these different blankets on the bed. This is my sister calling me, so I'm gonna stop the video and then I'm gonna restart it back when I'm to see what she wants, because she want to make sure if they coming in to help me. I was soaking wet. I'm standing up right now. There's one nurse that is coming in here. She has no other person that's coming in here but her. You ever hear craziness? Then she's like telling me to sign something, but I'm like, I can't do that because I'm not gonna get pneumonia. She's like, I said I'll stand. Look at this. This gotta go on the bed. It's too much nonsense. It's too much nonsense. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. I had to call my husband for somebody to respond, because when I pressed the button, as I showed you guys before, nobody came. My husband had to call and carry her and threaten, but you kicking him out every night, talking about getting security. But then when he leaves now, I don't have nobody to help me clean up, or if I'm wet, I'm wet. It's crazy. I purposely put on a recording just in case something is said so you guys could hear, because every night if I don't complain, it's an ill treatment. And all kind of nonsense. Never seen that like this in my life. And I'm trying to keep my energy so I could leave tomorrow. And they keep saying my pressure is high. How come my pressure not be high when every minute I gotta complain? I'm tired of complaining. How I gotta complain every single day? Every day I gotta call a manager. Every day I gotta call a staff just to get help. Every night is the same bullshit. So if every time this nurse busy, then nobody will come in and help and substitute for the nurse. What kind of crazy shit is this that's going on in this hospital? It's outright ridiculous, YouTube. It's craziness. You need me to get up, right? Yeah, as soon as you can. That's what they say. This is plain, right?
Yeah, that was clean.
What is it?
I think that was dirty. I just kept everything on there because I said clean.
Pillow. You got your pillow?
No, the pillow was yesterday. Everything got wet. The lady never brought the pillow.
Oh, okay. Alright. Now you bring back a pillow, lady. You got a pillow on a cover. Okay. You could go back on the bed. Yes. Over here. Finish with this?
Yeah, this is okay. You could just push this.
Let me get this right up, like on this side. And I'll put on the bed.
Okay.
When was the last time you had a bowel movement?
Yesterday.
Oh, this is how it is now.
Yeah, they moved because this thing like to leak out of nowhere. It just starts leaking on me. Sorry for this.
I have vitamin C for you,
Okay.
the zinc, and the peptide.
Need some more.
The full one?
Yeah. Thank you.
Where's it looking at?
And what's this one?
The blood thinner?
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Where's the old piece of gone?
If you could just push that table back.
Yeah.
And
Bring the table.
how you bring this bed down? Could I bring it down myself? Thank you.
Where's that?
Cause my leg was feeling so numb last night. So I just tied my pants around it to exercise it because it was feeling so numb.
Okay.
You could push that closer to this. Alright.
And when you coming back, if you could just bring me one more
Yeah,
wax.
I bring that on the cover, right?
Yeah.
Look into it, really. It's already? Yeah.
No Ivy. I'm talking about. And nobody will come in and put Ivy in there for me. Dr. Blanchard intentionally infected his former lover with the SARS virus, allegedly. She went on to infect 11 other people. Jesus Christ. I end up eating something for breakfast and choking.
You want a bad milk, right?
Hi guys. I wanted to show you guys the pin of P where they don't even come in and change it. I don't know if you guys can see. I had to request for a third bucket because once that full, I can't put that back on the bed. And this is how you end up spilling the pee spilling over on your bed. So I'm gonna use another pin because like I said, I got 3 of these trays. So I'm about to pee again because the IV is making me, it's flushing me out. But you want to hear a joke? The nurses is asking me why I'm peeing so much. Like this, they don't know why you pee. Then I'm diabetic on top of it, so I have to pee. So it's a lot, but I have more faith. I believe in God, and I believe that I'm gonna get out of here. So I'm gonna keep posting and giving you guys the update. I had to let them know that they were being recorded. I was dropping everything on YouTube, and things started working around here. Yesterday, me and my husband was requesting for the nurse, the nurse manager. So crazy. This lady came in and she was like, "Didn't I meet you already? I'm the nurse manager." Come to find out she wasn't the nurse manager. The nurse manager, I met her late last night when she came with security to kick my husband out. And then I started telling her what was taking place. She was in shock to know somebody was impersonating her earlier on in the day. You can't make this up. I am so sorry, guys, that I was not filming everything at the same time. And you know, when I was filming, one of the nurses was trying to get my phone. And this is why it's so hard for me to build the oxygen, because I had to let her know, you're not touching my phone. You understand? So it's so much that you have to deal with besides just COVID. At this point, I feel like COVID is not the real problem. The problem is negligence. The problem is they don't want to be bothered with you, and that's how you end up dying through the process.
Because if nobody coming to check on you and you laying down your piss or your feces and you cold and shivering, you could catch pneumonia. And all they want is my blood. I had to run them twice. You're not getting no more blood from me. And my veins is shot. Look at my veins. There's no more blood coming out of here. Then they was trying to get the blains from here. No more blains coming out of here. Here. Those 3 veins, no blood was coming out. And it was swollen. Every minute, this keeps leaking. That was the first thing that I started wetting up the bed. And the nurse I had in the morning, it came down now. My veins got swollen here and in front here. She got mad because it was swollen. So it get to the point where they just sticking me and no blood is coming out. And my sister told me it's because I'm dehydrated, so no blood is coming out. But they're nurses. They're aware of this, but they don't even care. So I'm going to keep you guys posted. I'm going to share. Anytime somebody come in here, I'm going to pick up my camera and I'm going to start recording. I'm going to try my best not to lose it and drown them out, because that's what was happening. I kept answering them because they were getting me so upset. And really have y'all hear the cruelty. Because yesterday the girl was like, I don't have time for this shit. That's what she said about the door, the PCP, who was supposed to come and clean the bed that had piss all over the bed. And I'm sitting in the bed cold because she don't want to come and clean up anything. So I'm sitting in here shivering in my own urine. And in here it's so damn cold. It's like unbearable cold. My husband had to bring me my comforter in the house. Look at it. That ain't theirs. That's mine. That's how cold in here is. When I asked for other sheets, she told me I couldn't get that. So that's when he brought me that. My husband has been cleaning me to the point where he's telling me he's about to go to school for radiology now, because he's like, I might as well just work in the hospital. So I'll continue and keep you guys posted and let you guys know what I'm going through until I get out of here. And I just continue to ask for prayers and a speedy, recovery. If I could get to breathe with my own oxygen, I don't need this hospital oxygen, I can leave. And just to let you guys know, I was on 5, I'm down to 2, so I'm a little winded, as you see. Every time I talk, I get really winded. So I'm just gonna rest up for a bit and continue eating. I gotta pee again, so alright, thank you guys.